We were inseparable. I took his death very hard. Whenever you do something on your own, you know whether you're going to mess it up or not. I wanted to be an individual. I always dreamed of having a motorcycle. I don't know if I'll ever sell it.
Hi, my name is Ellen Olson and I am on my way to my client and beautiful girl Monika to the MW Detailing Custom Motorcycle Workshop. I really wanted to make a film in the form of a short interview about her love for motorcycles and her dog Ramzes. It's a rather emotional story and it was a great honor for me to be a part of this project. So, shall we go?
Hi, I'm Monika, and I currently do detailing work on both motorcycles and cars. I used to be a hairdresser, but after 20 years I gave up that job due to burnout. My fiancé did detailing, so I joined him. He left detailing and started building motorcycles, which is what he always wanted to do. He builds motorcycles from scratch. He finds the right bike for the customer and builds them the way they want. Other times he builds one for himself, and then someone comes along and says, "How beautiful, I want it." And that's how the business works. Driven by his passion for building motorcycles, he decided to showcase his self-made motorcycle at exhibitions in both Wrocław and Warsaw. The process took a long time due to the need to order parts from the US. Even though it took a while, he managed to get to the exhibition in both cities and received a special award. We didn't expect anything, just wanted to show that he does something like that. Anyone who knows anything about building custom motorcycles knows how much work was put in, how the process goes, how did it look before, and how it looks now. And he got this special prize. It was great, and we decided that, and he says, "Damn, there's going to be another motorcycle exhibition in Warsaw now. What the hell? I'll exhibit it too." And so he did, and won second place. He was very happy. It was a great event overall. Awesome people, lots of motorcycles. It's great to experience something like that. That someone appreciates you, your work, sees that you've really put a lot of patience, heart, and money into it. But you do it because you love it. You can just see that you love it. You don't do it for profit, for money, or just to sell. No, you do it for yourself. Because you like it, and that's all. And you ride it. You know it's well done because you do it yourself. Whenever you do something on your own, you know whether you're going to mess it up or not. And it's great when people appreciate it. Whoever really knows their stuff appreciates something like that, because they see that wow effect. It's not the usual thing like, "Oh, I made a motorcycle because I changed the handlebars or the seat." Not really, because anyone can change the handlebars and seat. But here, Vishu really does everything from scratch. And all this fiddling with the cables, everything. I'll be honest, at some point I was giving up. On the one hand, I was happy that he was doing his own thing. He comes down there and he loves it and he doesn't interfere with my work. But on the other hand, I say, well, damn it, I'm drowning in work here and he's sitting there fiddling, damn it. He could get up and help me, but then I say, no, let it be, why quarrel? It's not that important, let him do his thing. It's better to let it go. People change a lot. When I was a hairdresser, I was very calm, gentle. Although when I started doing detailing and more of this heavy work, it builds character and everything. It's not really a job for women, but you have to be tough. Motorcycles have interested me practically since I was a kid. I always dreamed of having a motorcycle. I've always enjoyed riding motorcycles. Whenever I saw everyone riding, I'd say, damn, I need to have one too. And then I was in love with Kawasaki. Those races, it was exactly that moment when they were everywhere. I have to have it. I must, and that's it. However, later life turned out differently. I had to give it up. And for a long time, it practically faded into the background, to the point of being forgotten. Until I met my current fiancé, who has been riding motorcycles for many years. And everything came back to me again. I say, damn, that's what I want to do. But unfortunately, I didn't have a motorcycle license, and I rode 125 that I could for Category B license. And so I started dreaming of a Harley Davidson. My fiancé has a Harley, and I say, damn, that engine, everything, it's insane. That's what really turns me on. It's like, wow. And that gear shifting, the knocking, all of it. And my fiancé just promised me that if I pass my driving test, he will give me a Harley as a present. And okay. I say, damn, no way, I'm doing it. And so it happened that I went to the exam and passed on the first try. And here is my Harley. My dream was to have a Harley. As I said before, the sound of that engine, everything. And once my fiancé took a motorcycle in exchange, he had to come back from the dealership with something because he left his motorcycle there for service. And he came back with a Sportster, and he says, I have to take it for a ride. As soon as I got on that Sportster, I say, damn, that's what I want. I wanted a Sportster, but for me. And so Wish You made it for me. He brought it from the States. And the bike looked completely different. Wish You did everything authentically, everything for me. Everything was replaced, and he did it the way I wanted it. That was the dream. I just didn't want to have what everyone else had. I wanted to have a different paint job too. I wanted to be individual. There was a lot of painting going on here. Luckily, my fiancé also knows a painter who painted my favorite color for me, which is this green. And he made a special individual color for me. It is not a common color. Changed levers, grips, handlebars. Practically everything was changed here. In general, when I got this motorcycle, and in that period my dog, my friend, family member, died. My Ramzes, whom I always called Cesik for short. And I really couldn't come to terms with the fact that he was gone. VSO knew that. So we went looking for someone to paint a picture of my Ramses. To be honest, we were looking all over Poland. Nobody was up to the challenge. The Bass airbrush artists, known for various super wow works, said they simply wouldn't do it. I specifically wanted it to be Ramses. Nobody wanted to take it on. Wish You actually told me that, listen, we won't be doing any stickers or anything like that. We'll just find a professional who will do it. It has to be done in a way that I'm happy with. Ramses always went everywhere with me. We were inseparable. I took his death very hard. And we both decided that Ramses must be on the tank and he will be riding with me all over Poland on my dream Sportster. And so one day, when no one else wanted to paint him, Wish You found out about you, Elena, that you paint with an airbrush. He said, damn, Monia, let's meet this girl and see if she'll be up to the task. Everyone else said no. And here, suddenly, there is a girl who can paint something like that. I even specially looked at your work on the internet. I say, damn, look how she does it. She even made a bulldog on a vinyl record. It was beautiful. And I thought that you could handle Ramses too. And indeed, when we came to you, you just saw it and said, okay. I was shocked. I say, oh my God, will this girl make it? She's so young, God damn it, will she make it? At that point, I'm not judging at all. Not by appearance, not by age. It's just that no one else wanted to take this on. Someone who's been doing this for who knows how long. And here you come and say, okay, I'll do it. And I'll be honest, when I was picking up the tank from you, I was speechless. I said to myself, this is my Cesik, this is him. And because of this beautiful tank, I decided to do the whole bike in that style. That's why there's a dog's paw embroidered on the seat, because I'm not very tall and the original seat was long. So I had everything modified so I could sit a little closer and I wouldn't have to lie on the tank. In memory of my dog, I made a dog's paw. This is Cesik's motorcycle and it will stay that way. I believe that owning a dog is like marriage, until death do us part. For better or for worse, and that's how it was between me and my Cesik. And that's how it will stay. Nothing and no one will change that. So to be honest, I've become so attached to this motorcycle that I'd love to keep it in my house and never let it leave my side. I don't know if I'll ever sell it. I'm talking about the whole motorcycle, not just the tank. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. As of today, I'm saying no. A firm no. I can have 2 motorcycles or even 3. That's a better idea. But I think Cesik will stay with me until the end. until the end of my days. I'll be honest, this tank, it's a small tank and you have to fill it up constantly. On the one hand, it's annoying. But on the other hand, at least you can stop for a coffee. It's a good thing that Viju has a road glide with those trunks and he puts a canister full of gas in there just in case. If we run out of gas somewhere on the road, he just pours some gas into my tank and we can keep going. But even so, we'll still have to stop and refuel later. My plans have also changed a bit because we were planning to go to Budapest for the 120th anniversary of Harley. Unfortunately, we didn't make it because of work, because of the workload. If it weren't for the weather we have in Poland, I think I would be riding Cesik all the time. I also dream of going to the Masurian Lakes, to ride Cesik to the Masurian Lakes because I've never been there. I've traveled almost all over Poland, but I would like to do it again on a motorcycle. Koniec. Dziękuję bardzo. Jesteśmy.